Candidate Michael Crosby, running for office, California. I'm so excited today because I have a long list of items that I want to share with you because the problem has been solved. It's very easy. Vote me in and the problems will be solved. A long list of them at least. Let's start out with the lawsuit problem. Civil lawsuits. Well, basically, we have a justice system in which we were taxed. It's called taxation, and we're supposed to get representation. So let's start first by focusing in on people who are retired and disabled. Now, basically, again, many people, let's say you're retired, you have paid taxes your entire life for the justice system. I've run into people that have had various problems, and they feel that there's still something wrong. They had somebody steal $240-some thousand from their retirement. So basically, they ran around volunteering to get more money for the justice system through various measures, ballot, whatnot, and then they went back into the prosecuting attorney and says, hey, we went out and we got hundreds of people and we've got you all more money. Here's our case now. You can go ahead and take the case. And the prosecuting attorney still said, oh, well, we still don't have any more money. That money's already gone. So they turned around and they went out and they did this 2 more times. They went out and got more money for the justice system. And they still keep getting the same kind of excuses. So now they're out. Now they won't vote a dime for any more justice measures because there's something wrong. Now basically the way the legal system works is that fines are continuously raised on criminals in order to cover the cost for the most part. That's pretty much the way it's supposed to work, except we have problems. See, people come in and say, look, they stole $248,000 from us, and we've got a list. There's 60, 70 other people here that had their money stolen as well. And they'll say, well, we don't have any money to investigate. And, the little old lady will look at them and say, honey, do you think that they spent all of that $4.2 billion on liquor, whores, and gambling? Or do you think we could get some of it back? And the guy just sits there dumbfounded, the prosecutor. And little old lady goes on and says, well, how come you're prosecuting children in there for $0.25? They stole a 25-cent candy bar. Our retirements were taken. We can't earn that money again. And again, the guy has nothing to say. Sometimes, I'm just so sorry to hear that. What a tragedy. Do you own stock, Mr. Prosecutor, in that particular company? I mean, is it a conflict of interest to you? Would you lose money? No response. But see, basically we have a justice system. And the justice system collects money from criminals. Not all criminals, but some of them, yes. So it's very simple. We have lawsuits are free. Problem solved. We're going to put all of the cost of all of these lawsuits, all these civil lawsuits, solely on the criminals. You don't have to pay money up front. Why? You've been paying taxes your entire life. It's called taxation and getting representation. It's part of the Constitution of the United States. So it's a childishly simple problem. We can immediately take this forward and be proud and show it to our children. Because this is the constitutional way to do things. It's what the law says to do. It's what the Constitution says to do. We can be proud to show this solution to our children. And even those who are opposed, that are not going to say that the justice system isn't already working on a basis of increasing fines to cover its shortfalls and making the criminals pay the bill. Well, It is, but really, it is. It's very simple. Some criminals, maybe they went out and spent all the money on booze and gambling. Maybe it's gone. Well, that just means proportionately that the next group of criminals are going to pay a little bit more in the fine to make sure that all the fees get covered. And therefore, none of us who are victims ever have to pay for a lawsuit again. Only the losers pay for the lawsuits. There's plenty of money to go around. It's just a matter of philosophies and understanding that anyone that would be opposed to this, if you would investigate them, you would find out that there's probably a conflict of interest reason why they don't want to do their jobs and uphold the Constitution of the United States. Very simple. So elect me into office, and this is yet again another item. What is this? Is item 78, problem solved. It's simple. A few strokes of the pen. Lawsuits are all going to be free.